us to share experiences in integrity in least developed countries and small island developing states like Madagascar. The challenges of natural resource governance in Madagascar are very immense. So development policy in Madagascar is part of an international framework such as the Sustainable Development Goals by taking into account national specificities. As you know, Madagascar currently aims to rapid and sustainable development through the General State Policy or Foundation, which emphasizes the development of Madagascar's natural resources, the principle of zero tolerance for corruption and good governance. In this regard, alongside the Malagasy government, which is also working to combat the trafficking and illicit exploitation of these natural resources, BIANCO has some risk assessment tools, and the most important of which is the anti-corruption works, AC works. Basically, AC works is a corruption prevention methodology used to analyze sectors or processes and identify measures to reduce and mitigate corruption risks. It enables the development of highly concrete and effective measures from the involvement and participation of all key stakeholders, including public and private sector actors and civil society organizations, guiding them towards a process of change. This risk detection method is based on the formula. I mean, 4-step analysis in 3 days and focused in the 4 pillars of the fight against corruption, namely transparency, participation, accountability, and integrity. The first step involves raising awareness among the audience about corruption. The second step focuses on a corruption risk analysis for each previously different stage of the process, as well as the prioritization of these risks. And then a multifaceted analysis table is created for each level of the process, including the process objective, corruption risks, description, the causes, the negative effects, the severity of the corruption risks, and the sphere of influence of the participants. In the first step, we identify relevant anti-corruption measures for priority risks regarding the 4 pillars of anti-corruption I said. The final step is to plan for implementing the identified preventive measures. Among the experiences, the analysis carried out highlighted the following needs. First, strengthening public awareness. Second, implementation, strengthening, and modernization of the whistleblowing system, such as I2CA. This is a secure and anonymous digital reporting platform, and the establishment of special BIANCO branch at Ivan International Airport. Third, accountability of stakeholders by exemplary punishment. Fourth, strengthening ethics and integrity actors by updating and applying codes of conduct. 5. Strengthening the control system at all stages of the procedures. 6. Updating and strengthening legislative and regulatory provisions on the protection of whistleblowers against reprisals. And 7th, digitalization of certain procedures by promoting the implementation of electronic document management systems and automatic border crossing control. And the last one is improvement of infrastructure and control tools such as more powerful metal detectors, scanners at all checkpoints, surveillance cameras, body scan. Corruption risk assessment tools can abusively help ensure that revenues from natural resources are transparently managed, especially if they are properly managed and the recommended measures are effectively implemented. Furthermore, I would like to share here some results obtained following the implementation of certain recommendations from the corruption risk assessment carried out by BIANCO in collaboration, of course, with stakeholders. For example, since the establishment of special units at Ivat Airport in 2024, which is dedicated to protect much more natural resources above all, we have 4 cases of wildlife trafficking, including 265 turtles and 6 lemurs, 10 cases of gold trafficking totaling approximately 77.5 kilograms, and 3 cases of precious stone trafficking. In addition, following the implementation of recommendations stemming from the risk assessment of corruption in wildlife trafficking, the Regional Environmental Directorate for the southwest of our country says 3,427 turtles in 2025. However, even if this tool is very powerful and effective in reducing the risk of corruption, we still face major challenges and difficulties, such as delay to implement recommendations, particularly in the mining sector, and a lack of human and financial resources, and obstacles like the immunities from investigation, immunities from prosecution, and from jurisdiction. We must also mention that the hesitation of informants and whistleblowers due to insufficient protection. To conclude, I must say that the AC Works methodology is an excellent tool for mapping and mitigating corruption risks. This tool is therefore part of the implementation of participatory and inclusive approaches, and it's essential for achieving the sustainable development